What is going on, guys? We are in a different environment.
Welcome to Marshbuilt, motherfucker.
As you guys saw on the last video, I said there's gonna be some big changes coming, and I posted on my Instagram. We do not have the shop anymore. So now we are back at my humble abode, mi casa. But that's okay. This is where everything started. So sometimes it's good to go back to your roots to figure out where you're going next. But today, I'm fixing a problem that I've needed to fix. This is something that I've needed to do for about a month and a half now. Also, by the title of the video, you can already tell what we're doing. I had originally cracked the oil pan on the 8th gen 3 months ago or so. I JB welded it. It got the job done. And then I hit some massive dip down on the parkway doing about 70. So yeah, wow. It literally leads to where my car is. Yeah, I just kept driving. I had Brie and the baby with me. I wasn't getting a tow truck. And I knew I could make it. I waited till the oil light came on. The oil light came on when I got to the house. See, now the last time I did this though was on the black V6 Accord. Almost about the same distance, and when I changed the oil pan on that and put oil back in it, it had a knock. So I'm hoping that's not the case today. That'd be something if I did it twice. But we're gonna hope for the best, and yeah, let's get this oil pan swapped out. Got a brand new one here. On the one that I have now, the original crack was like this, up this way. I didn't crack the bottom, I cracked the front of it. How? Don't know. How it is cracked now? I don't know. I haven't jacked it up, I haven't looked at it. Literally, I parked it here and I left it here, and that's it. We're both gonna find out what it looks like together. And then also, gonna be throwing that lip on the car as well. I love the Ford and all, but driving this every day just isn't fun. Well, it is fun, but the gas, well, the diesel's very expensive. It costs me about $120 every week to daily drive this. So I really try not to drive it if I don't have to, which is why I need an economical car back in my life, because clearly neither of those are economical. But without further ado, open the hood, take the bumper off, and let's get to work. So I'm hoping this goes by pretty quickly. It is now 1 o'clock. Sun goes down at about 4:30. So I got about 3 hours of sunlight left. Well, I opened the hood to take the bumper off because I thought I had clips in here. But it appears that my bumper's just held on by this headlight. And so it was. As per always, it's a Honda, so 10, 12, 14, 17, 19, flathead, extensions, and well, that's for the lip, because I already know I'm gonna have to trim it because eBay lips never fit, and self-tappers to obviously secure the said lip. So yeah, let's get right to it. These should be 10s, I already know. I'm assuming these are gonna be 17s. And then there's a bunch of 10s all in here. So to be honest, it should all be 10s. And yeah, let's get down there real quick, show you, and then I'm gonna get to work. I literally said on my Instagram that it was too wet for me to be doing this today. All right, so that's actually a 14, 10, 10. There should be 10s in there, 14, 10s. And then the hardest ones are gonna be these side ones that are over
here. Yeah, they're up over there. I'm gonna have to get them through and over here. But yeah, let's get to it. Start taking out a whole bunch of 10s, and this should be out. But yeah, I could see. I beat this one up. All right, so I got all the bolts out from the bottom and those 14. Now I'm working on these 3. There was one here, one directly under this crank pulley right here, one here, and then there's one over here. I thought I was good and I got all of them, but there's one literally right. Yeah, barely see it, but one last bolt, we can drop this. I forgot about the whole RTV part, but in between this tube and the little bit I have in here, hopefully I should have enough to put a coating around all of this. But yeah, these 4 bolts right here, you got to do with a 10, unless if you want to drop your subframe, which I really don't like to do. And since I already have the motor raised 1/2 inch, it gives me the clearance over here that I need. So yeah, let's get it done. It is now 1:57. I started at 1:30. These 4 bolts probably took me about 20 minutes. So now I can just pry it off, up, down, this way, do whatever you got to do. It's already broken, so you can't break it more than it's already broken. And we got both pans out. I kind of cheated and pulled out the handy dandy angle grinder. Even with dropping this mount and lifting the motor up, it still would catch the subframe here. So I just made a slit in it, and yeah, oil pans out. Also, I went to disconnect this motor mount, and the one that I replaced is now broken again. So I gotta figure out something to do with these motor mounts, because I had just replaced that. I'm not dealing with replacing motor mounts every month. So gotta figure that out. And yeah, let's just prep this, get the RTV spread on it, and get it slapped in. Once I get this up and bolted in, got it all RTV'd up, I cleaned the bottom of the block as best as I could, and let's see the damage. This whole corner right here busted out. Nice. I have seemed to have misplaced my extension with my 10 on it. So for the time being, I guess I'm just gonna try to hand thread those in, because I don't know where it's at, and obviously without it I can't really tighten anything, and it's probably somewhere in these leaves. But let me get that up. Despite losing my short extension with my 10 on it, I had to go grab another one from the house. It is 306. Not too bad. Everything's tightened up. That's where the oil pan sits in relation to the subframe. Pretty much equal with it. And I have a 1/2 inch motor raise on just that passenger one by itself. And well, the mount broke. So I gotta figure something out with that. I mean, probably hitting this against the ground broke that mount. So obviously I'm gonna replace the mount, and I'll work on raising the front and back mount as well. Obviously transmission's always gonna be good because it's manual. But yeah, you can see that's a problem. Did notice while I was over here, axle boot ripped. And you remember I replaced that axle when we did whatever here. So that's cool. I'm probably assuming the other side's just like that. I didn't look. I had a power steering leak, and that's from here. Got to get a different clamp for that so that stops moving. But until then, I won't have power steering. Let's get this wheel back on and get it on the ground, and get this lip on, because as you see, we're losing sunlight.
Also, I just noticed when I was putting the wheel on, I need a flip on that side, so that means I need a flip on this side. And that probably means that I need a flip in the back as well. Oh, no, back's doing pretty good. Nice. Can't drive it today anyways because I still got to put oil in it. So, and I can't put oil in it until the gasket cures. So that's not going to be until tomorrow. But let's get that lip on. I do want to say before I throw this lip on that this car is giving me 5 years ago car vibes, okay? I just used to buy cars for cheap and I used to be nice to them. You know, I used to want to give them a chance of being a daily because I always need a daily because I always end up doing that. So most of the cars I buy that you see end up being built are bought as dailies, but then they just like to act like a whore. I'm sorry, but they like to act like a whore. And when they act like a whore, well, they get the treatment. And then 9 times out of 10, once they get the treatment, they start acting right. So it's like they just ask for it. And the way that she's been acting with everything, with the motor mount, the axle, power steering, I have fixed this car more than I've had to fix the 7th gen ever. And I just bought this. So don't be surprised if just one day, this is negative 15 with a raised front subframe and a fuel cell and the whole 9 yards. To be honest, it's not too bad. It's a little tight here. I'm gonna round out this corner here just so it has better fitment there. This is not the lip for my car. There's supposed to be ones with fog lights and then they have like a swoop this way. Mine has like a down swoop into the corner. So I'm gonna end up trimming all of this off so that way it like matches the stock body. But it's not bad. We'll make it look good. Alright, everywhere you see the silver is where we're trimming. So trim here, trim up and along here. Obviously it's gonna be a lot better than that, but you get the idea. This is the second pass that I did. Honestly, just need to work it right in here a little bit, but got this curve nice. I can clean it up a little bit tighter in there, but not too shabby. Trimmed out in here, not too bad. This is good. Now this was gonna sit up and flush. This side, I kind of cut a little. I gotta bring it down a little bit in here. Same thing as the other side, but I did this angle a little steep, but it'll be all right. But just, yeah, you can kind of see. Just bring down here. And that's it. Then we'll be ready to screw it on and slap it on the car. That's not too shabby. I just gotta play with it a little bit when I put in the side screws, but same thing with this side, just gotta play with it when I put the side screws in. Not too shabby. And that is it. It don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. It looks way better now that it's actually cut out to fit the bumper though. Yeah, I'm working on this side. The bumper is broken here where it goes into the headlight bracket, and for some reason my fender bracket doesn't stay in. Well, I know why, because the fender's smashed, but yeah. But that's gonna be it for today. Obviously I have to let the RTV set, so I can't put oil in it yet until tomorrow, but tomorrow I can try out my little muffler invention that I came up with And I do have to weld on the hangers in the back because, as you saw in the rollers, I'm dragging that exact hanger that I said I was gonna drag out. I'm gonna leave it there because, you know, Sparks is cool. But until then, nice. Good morning, and good morning. Let's go get some oil. I did tell you that I made some muffler thingies. I know it looks crazy. I seen it on TikTok and supposedly it works. Obviously this is only for when it initially starts up and it does its wah, you know, its hold thing. So yeah, hopefully this works. Before I go, I gotta weld those hangers on real fast because I can just move the whole thing. Yeah, no good. So I'm gonna just show you the startup and then I'm gonna quickly just do the hangers. You can see I already have the welder out and ready to go. So just show you that and then we'll pick back up when we are on our way to go get oil. This looks insane, but I'm really hoping that it works because I'm not trying to have my neighbors hate me. I mean, it's not too early. It's only, I think, like 10 o'clock. So if they're not up already, you better be up now. Oh, wow. That actually really helped. And with that, look at that. Don't even move no more. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now when I drag out that other hanger, yeah, once that drags out, we'll be good. Let's get in the car and go get some oil. Got my oil, got my baby. Yeah, I wasn't putting the bumper on. F that. Somebody called because when I stopped at the coffee spot right up the street. Also, if you need good coffee and you're in the Avenel area, check them out. One of the best coffee spots that I've been to in a very long time. But yeah, as I was pulling up, there was a detective coming the opposite way. You saw. He came up the block because when I was in the coffee shop, I seen him stop there. He looked back up the street, looked at my cars, went back around, I guess, and we saw each other back up at the top. So somebody called. It's not hard. Just open your mouth and talk to me. If you don't like what I'm doing, just say something. I'll correct it. But if you don't say something, I don't know it's an issue. Let's get my car ready. We are all topped off with oil. Let's give this thing a start. Guarantee it's probably dead. Surprising. Let's see. It seems I have developed a misfire. Hopefully that goes away. I don't hear any knocks, but over the misfire, it's very hard to tell. I'm gonna let it warm up and see what it does. I forgot I have a very bad throwout bearing chatter. There's some noise coming from the front someplace, but it could be my power steering pump. I'm just gonna let it run, see what it does, and hopefully we good. It seems like as if the misfire went away, so that's good. As soon as I rev it, Alright, well, it's not misfiring at idle anymore, but as you guys saw, it's misfiring when I hit the gas. So got my scanner out. Let's see what we looking like. ECM, PCM, internal circuit malfunction, misfire 1, misfire 2, misfire 3, misfire 4, random misfire. Oh, just a bunch of just misfire codes. All right, let's clear this out and let's hope this goes away. It seems that as if clearing the codes took care of that. Not bad. I wonder if y'all can hear the throwout bearing. Yeah, I gotta fix that. But that's good. That's good. That's good. Good job, scanner. You took care of the problem. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, that's not. Well, that's why I don't bring cars in my driveway. You know, I should have just went out the same way that I came in. Why did I decide to go out this way? Such an idiot. Good thing I put the jack in the trunk. This is the only time I had tools in my car. And I'm outside the house. Nice. Well, that's about it for today. I got the bumper super gluing over there. I'm gonna try to fix that headlight bracket so it'll at least hold in up here. I do have to go to AutoZone to get a clamp, and I'll just fix the power steering line there because driving this thing with no power steering, isn't it? Isn't it? But we're back outside, luckily, so I don't have to be parked in front of my neighbor's house, and I can park in front of someone else's house. My neighbors really must hate me. I don't know why, but hey, it's all right. It's all right. Let's get y'all out of here. I hope you guys liked today's video. Y'all already know. Like, comment, subscribe. Notifications. Turn your notifications on, all right? This is going really good. I like the content. I like the very rawness to it. Really no music, no clip-ins, just straight work. Just work. That's it. You come here, you're watching work. That's all you're watching, because that's all I do. It's honestly my favorite thing in the world to do is work. I'm a workaholic. I will work probably to the day I die, but that's okay. Motivational speech time. People aren't mind readers. And what I mean by that is be open to small talk. You never know who you're going to meet or who you're talking to, honestly. The person you're talking to may have connections to get you to some place that you never imagined yourself going to. Take everything with a grain of salt and take criticism, because that's how you get better. You don't have to necessarily listen to what the critics say, but it may open your eyes to a different set of point of view. So don't be scared to talk to new people, because you never know where it's going to lead you. Y'all have a great day today. I'll catch you on the next one. Don't think I forgot. I'm going to drop off parts in a little bit. So when I go drop off parts and I'm done at AutoZone, B-rolls.
I don't need recognition. I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late. You're doing good. I'm doing great. Recognition. I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late. Hours of practice, they don't feel like working. Overthinking, I don't mean to let the pain and hurting. I was main stage with Tiny at a festival. Reality's a just less than 24 hours past and I'm back to working. The wage isn't minimum, but when you know your worth is more, you make your own curriculum. Studying the industry, I know you see me killing them. Nice, it felt so real, I had some moments I was living them. Celebrity, civilian, walk amongst the greats that you ignore. The ones relentlessly pursuing every key to every door. It's evergreen and evermore if you're content with living normally. I'm handing in my notice to the world on record formally.